As it turns out, I have to step out because I have to get groceries, and I could not get them earlier this week because I had other groceries to get, and it would have been too heavy for me. And that time of the month, so well, it got delayed, and now it coincides with the coldest day of this season. Yay! Also, ignore the way my hair looks right now. That's what it does in this weather. It's crazy. Okay, bye.
Oh, go ahead. Carry on with your wayward spirit. Set your gaze. Follow the sun. All we are is in our
Look at the sky.
mind. Like 1,000 stories. What you seek, what you become. Hide away. Oh, in the golden hour, winds they blow. Westerly from moments I cherish are the ones I feel most strongly that I see the rhythm come. I wanna run forever.
So you guys, I just got back 1 hour back or something, and I made some lunch. I made some chicken karai, and I had that, and for some reason I felt like having some thumbs up with it, so I had that, and that was fun. And I guess now I can say that I have been in weather that feels like minus 25 degrees, and it's crazy, legit. I don't think I have felt that cold in my entire life, and I was covered head to toe. I made sure that I wore like layers, and I wore like 2 gloves in both hands because the gloves I have are actually made of cloth, and they are not the ones that I had previously. So these ones I knew that I have to wear like 2 at least, so that like I make sure that my hands are covered and frostbite doesn't really happen to me. And there were people out there on the New York street today, but quite a few, less than usual for sure. And but even so I saw so many out there, and I'm in awe of people in places like this who continue their daily life even through this kind of weather. It's true how, like, at least in New York, because I live here now, I can see it with my own eyes. Your life does not stop just because it's snowing. The weather is so extreme, and also the sunlight here is so extreme. Like when the sun is shining, it's so bright. It's like bright, it gets into your eyes, and it's like you have to look like this. You're wearing all that, like the cap, and I was even wearing my mask today because the cold, it was windy and it was so cold. My cheeks were like feeling like fire and ice. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like this iciness feels like fire on my skin. And so I was just wearing it to cover up a little bit more. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I kind of also got like a thought and perspective about how things are extreme right now, and not just internally in the collective, it's also happening externally. So many news of like extreme weather changes in different places, different locations on earth, and it's not like these may have not happened before, but the fact that they're happening right now may have some kind of a significance. It's kind of like the earth is going through it with us. We are not apart from earth for some reason. I don't know why, but we have always distinguished ourselves as human beings being different from nature, but we are not. We are part of nature. We are born from the same things that Earth was born from. We have the same elements that are there in the space. We are not separate from that. And I'm sure there is some connection with zodiac signs. I might sound far out, but you know, if the sunlight is if the sunlight is like the reason why life on Earth exists as a very important element, then if I don't really know exactly how zodiac signs are, like if the sun and the zodiac signs and all that works, but I feel like it's at the edge of my awareness, and once I crack the code I will explain it. But I feel like it must make sense because I've met so many people who have similar traits, who come from the same zodiac signs, and of course there's a mixture because it's a birth chart is a mixture of many different things, and now there's human design too, and so many things that you identify with and people identify you with come across as true through those systems and formats. So there must be something, because if we are souls and souls are energy and energy comes from the sun, then we are all part of the sun or the source, and that means, I mean, there is something just beyond the edge of understanding here that we are not seeing. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. It's just that if Earth is going through so many extremities, it's but natural that our consciousness will go through our own extremes and just sort of layers of understanding and perception and shifts that are happening to an intense level. And I want to just end this video by saying that, like, we all need to just hang in there and do our best. Try to not be judgmental, be more compassionate and understanding, and leave any environment that feels toxic to you if that's the only solution. But if you choose to stay, then you will see that something inside you is shifting and being able to be stronger and compassionate, because sometimes you cannot change it. I feel like that's what was coming. Like I was walking on the New York street and it was so bright and so cold at the same time, and I just felt like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is exactly what it feels like being a human being on Earth right now. The brightness of awareness is just as strong as the sting of the cold from shadow work, inner child healing, all of it. Hang in there. Everyone shall get through it.